And Baba, therefore, will be what we should do to prepare ourselves spiritual worker, either in this life or in the next life, or more importantly, to be a spiritual worker, the so-called heaven after leaving our body. What we should do, how we should prepare ourselves more specifically now, all whatever the life is left in each of us, what we should do specifically, 1, 2, 3, 4, we can be an excellent spiritual worker.
As they say that through the Guru you reach your God. All my loved ones have been very fortunate to have me as their Guru and have me as your God. So you have a bonus, you've got a dual bonus. Guru, and at the same time I have been an avatar, which is the highest of the high. God coming down, have been your Guru and your guide and your God. So if you are so much into me and you understand what Baba wants, lot of love, lot of compassion, lot of good soul, consciously relating to the purpose of your existence, why are you here, you have read, you have watched, you have seen, you have got all those messages, correct? Now how you are going to apply it to your living? If you go wherever you, for example, you go and you hear someone giving a spiritual talk, so you're there in physical body, you're listening to it. But the moment you walk out from there, you're back to your own old ways. Is it going to help you? So how strongly you will carry that message back with you, which is relayed, and you apply. For my loved ones, very important, as I've said, hold on to my daman. If you know the kind of guru I am, many of you say that I'm a pretty tough guru. So being a tough guru is not about, it's not about giving you a very easy existence. You have to go through the grind. Only then you get polished.
You're right.
Don't get chiseled, you don't get polished. If you don't get polished, you don't stand out as a very pretty, spotless piece of work, a work of art, right? You don't. For doing that, you have to get chiseled, and if you get chiseled and it hurts and it pains, you keep telling yourself that it is for a purpose. It is for my soul's realization that every time I come in body, take physical birth, it is for achieving a purpose. And every time you move out from that body and come to the next birth, you come back with some impressions, right? So you download those impressions. You work out the karmic cycle that you have come for, but you don't forget the purpose for which you have come. Purpose is to, as I've explained, you come, it's a holiday time. You enjoy your holiday. But at the end of the day, you know that I have to go back home. And what am I taking back home with me? Am I going back with crap in my bag to share? Or am I taking good, useful stuff in my bag? It's an analogy. Good thoughts, good deeds.
That's in your prayer.
Be compassionate. Absolutely.
Good thoughts, good deeds, and good words.
Yeah.
These are 3 recommendations that we should.
Absolutely. So each one of you know what is required of you to do. And that's what you will do.
So that's a tip. To be a good spiritual worker, we should have good words, good thoughts, and good deeds.
Yeah, be compassionate.
2 is be compassionate.
Be compassionate, yes.
Yeah, towards
Everybody. Towards nature, flora, fauna, people, environment that you are in.
So compassion is a very important spiritual.
Yes, and that's what my name suggests. Meher.
Meher is compassion. Meher Baba is compassionate Baba. So second is compassion. Third is
be loving, be nice, be a good person, but hold on to your dignity, hold on to the respect you should command.
Right.
And never do anything that is not in sync with your own understanding at the soul level.
So this is what you said in past, that don't be a hypocrite. Do anything that you don't mean, you are not.
Absolutely.
Like I remember you told maybe 15-20 years back to me that the first thing in spirituality is that you have to be inside and outside the same person. Don't show to the external world what you're not in your internal self.
Yes, and under the guidance of a guru, that automatically becomes second nature. So you don't need to do anything to please anyone, to be on the good side of anyone, right? Because that is someone else's expectation. You should do as much as you can in righteousness, what you think, what you can do and what you can deliver.
Right.
But not feel go through the angst, go through the agony, stretch yourself by not wanting to be in that space, but still feeling compelled to do something not good for the soul's journey at all.
So be your natural self.
Be what you are. Be compassionate as much as you can,
Be loving.
in the right spirit that you can.
Hmm.
Follow the teachings of your guru. If you're given a directive by the, you know, by the head of your country, and you follow that because you know it's not only good for you but for everybody, right? It's going to affect everybody. It should be the same principle, isn't it? And there is enough material that is already there for you, left behind. Not only from what I have taught, but many other scriptures. So it's the same message every now and then. And that's why I said I have also kept silent, because there was nothing new for me to give. I came to awaken you.
So, because I didn't record the initial conversation today on the analogy of kite that you gave, I think that fits into this segment of how we should be to be a good spiritual worker. So, can you repeat that?
Yes,
please?
so we'll end on that note. Be like that string or that roll of string, that manja, as we call it, which holds on to that kite, right? So you let it loose, you let the string go loose as much as you want, and then you bring it back, right?
When flying the kite, you're
when
giving.
flying the kite, but
Yeah.
the more you free, the more it goes higher, right?
More you free the manja, more you free the string
The string
attached to the kite.
attached to the kite, the more it frees, right?
Yeah.
But the more you try to bring it back, it gets constrained, right? It doesn't fly, the kite doesn't fly beautifully. But once it's left in the free air, it's in the breeze, it just flies where it wants to freely, without any inhibitions, right? But if you hold on, you yourself keep holding on to that string, which is made with glass, as we all know, it's going to hurt you.
Yeah, because the crushed glass and starch is used
Correct.
to strengthen that string of
Yeah,
kite flying.
it's required. That's the way you make that string is required for the motion of the kite.
And the strength that it doesn't snap.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. But if you keep holding on to it, it's going to only hurt you, right? So everybody knows how you fly a kite. So if the more you rub your fingers onto that string, it's going to hurt you.
And it's going to cut sometime.
It's going to cut. It's going to pain. So that should be the motto of life. Let loose. Be free. Free at the soul level. You should free yourself at the soul level. Never hold on to any feeling of grudge of what people will think, what I need to do. Do the right behaviors. You know that, right?
Yes.
If the flight keeps flying amongst, say, 10 other flights, and there's someone else to cut your flight away, what do you do?
Cut your kite away.
Sorry, cut your kite. What do? You try to protect it, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it? So at the same time, you free your soul, but also protect it from being hurt. Don't let other kites around you bring your kite down. Bring the morale of your soul down. The kite is an analogy. It's your soul, right?
Yes.
So don't crush your soul. And if somebody is trying to do that, you protect it, right? You protect that spiritual sanctity of your soul. And the analogy is of the kite, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah, so be like that free-flowing kite, so which beautifully flies. Your soul is so beautiful and colorful. You've made it so it looks so pretty. You keep it going. Every time remind yourself that I'm like that kite that can soar high like a bird, free of any baggage. And anyone who tries to push you down with that strong baggage of what you are not, you protect your dignity.
Fantastic, Baba. So, would you like to summarize just the bullet points of what we should do to be a fantastic, good spiritual worker?
To be a good spiritual worker, as I have said, keep holding on to my Daman, which constantly tells you what Baba is all about and what Baba expects from you, right?
One.
Compassion, love, understanding. At the same time, do not forget the purpose for which you exist. You are here on your spiritual journey. Everything else around you is only going to assist you. But if you get stuck in Maya, if you get stuck by this colorful world, then you will not really understand the purpose for which you have come. So the Guru's message should be so strongly imbibed in your mind that you exactly know what the Guru is doing with you. He's only preparing you to come back home in a
Yes.
nice, clean suitcase, as an analogy, of your karmic cycle. When you go shopping, you don't bring back crap home, right? You bring what is purposeful and meaningful for you and for
Right.
everybody else.
Right.
So when you visit people, you give something which is thoughtful, which will be appreciated, which will be valued, which will be for of some good use to them, right?
Correct.
So when you come back home to your final destination, you come back with all those goodies and continue having those goodies with you to be a good spiritual worker in the astral world.
Yes.
So it will become very easy for you to transition from here to there,
Correct. From life to beyond life.
beyond life. You'll not feel constrained or lost. You'll feel what next. Everybody knows that we are all here with limited time. Now, your limited time could be another 60 years, your limited time could be another 6 days, we don't know. But what you are doing, knowing that maybe tomorrow morning you are going to join me, how good is your bag? How neat is your bag? How clean is your karmic cycle? How nicely you've packed it all up.
To take it with me
Yes.
back home.
Yes.
Thank you, Baba. That was fantastic. Thank you for this.